Well, welcome. A lot of people wonder and they ask a lot of questions. They go, Karceno, it's like, do you live in the office? Basically, yes, I do. But a guy who asked me that, this whole thing here is basically the office. You see, I got plates and stuff up there. I got forks in case I gotta eat up here. I got my clothes in this rec room area here. This is a sports room. Okay, this is where I spend a lot of my time. This is where I sleep. This is where a lot of stuff goes. And a lot of some other person asked me, he said, Karceno, I don't see you at the fights that much. Not of recent. And there's a reason why. Okay? I can't go a lot of places anymore like that. A lot of people don't know that. I'm going to let everybody in on a big secret. The reason why I don't go a lot of places, I'm being sued for $100,000. 104, whatever that is. Okay? $104,000. Now, when people feel comfortable to sue you for $104,000, you ain't gonna be able to make some moves. Okay? So I gotta stash and do what I gotta do. But that's why I don't go places. Until I get that resolved and everything going on with that. All the money's going into lawyers and court appearances and me fighting this thing to the death. That's why I can't be just going to fights, going on YouTube, spending money, and people like, look at this. They lawyers be pulling that stuff up in court. You know, I can't go. I can go, but I can't go. So I'm good. Now, another question is like, what do you go through in a day for your boxing videos, your information, and all this? Let me just tell you, this phone, I turn it on, call up a couple of people, and basically I get the information comes to me. Like, I got information today about a guy who used the Mayweather shoulder roll to avoid gunfire. I mean, where I can't make that stuff up. And I'm just like, dude, you get this kind of information when you talk to people in the boxing industry, then it just filters through. Everybody's running their mouth talking about fights that's being worked on and people not being paid. You see, it's a thing where the reason why people talk is because certain people get stiffed on money. You know, certain fights ain't made. This guy's not getting any money, so he might be a little bit upset, like you would be if you weren't getting any money. So he might want to vent. He'd be like, this SOB wouldn't sign the contract because of so and so and so and so, and then this and this, and then that fight ain't gonna get made. Ain't no money there because he still owes money for this fight. We still ain't got paid all the way for this fight. There's so much stuff that goes on in this boxing game where it's like so much money that you already earned that you should have been paid, but you haven't gotten it all. So that happens a lot in here, and a lot of people have hurt relationships, and a lot of people haven't been paid that done a service and feel like, hey, I've done my service, I need to be paid. And the guy's like, look, I ain't got your money. I wish I had your money, but they stiff me too. Welcome to boxing. You're going to see that 80% of the time in the sport. Now, you look at Mayweather's situation, Pacquiao's situation, all these other people's situations, and think it's very lucrative. There's a big drop hole from the next guy, from Floyd's level, to the second guy, to the third guy, to everybody else. Okay, most of these guys will never get to 30, 20, 40 million dollars fights, and it's just not going to happen. It takes a lot of practice, not just skill and talent. It takes a lot of maneuvering behind the scenes and mingling with the right people and having the right structure of a system behind you to where they can build you and help build your brand into something that the people want to see, into a quality where it's going to produce money and revenue for everybody involved. And that's what Floyd has done. He showed that he can be the big star that everybody wants him to be outside the ring, as well as being successful in the ring. And see, that was very rarely done. Mike Tyson was so great inside the ring that outside the ring, he wanted to be basically left alone. But he was the biggest worldwide figure. China, Japan, all around the world, Mike Tyson was known. And it was nice, but Mike is a private guy. You know, comes down to Mike Tyson. He wanted to be private. He never wanted to be the big mega star that everybody is. He wanted to be the world champion. That was his desire. But the things outside of the ring, he wasn't prepared for all the media and all the hounding. And it tore him down. It really just tore at him. That he couldn't have the space that he wanted and the privacy. And ultimately it brought him down to where he didn't even care about what happened in the ring. And that happens for people. What was the other question I got today? What's this about? Danny Garcia. We're just picking Danny Garcia because everybody's picking Matisse, so we just want to pick Danny Garcia. Do I look stupid to you? Do I say I'm picking what's his name, Keith Thurman, because he looks like my cousin? Do I make those type of predictions? I mean, I don't know. One minute they say, man, I go against all the brothers. The next thing you know, I only go for the black guys. Then I don't know. Y'all got me totally confused. I don't know what y'all talking about 90% of the time. But let me be clear. I'm picking Danny Garcia, and if you listen to the video, we explain to you why we picked Danny Garcia. As compared to just saying, man, Danny gonna knock him out. That's it. That's what most of these videos get to that I've seen. Which brings into the other question. Segued it perfectly into the next one. What are some of the YouTube channels I listen to? There's a lot of them out there, but a lot of them don't know how to get exposure because of the way the new YouTube structure is. That as soon as you see a video, the majority you're going to see is Ellie Setback, Chris Robinson videos, and basically everybody else falls to the wayside. If D-Style make a video, I'll watch D-Style videos. I watch 78 Sports TV, which is 78 Fight News. If Blood Boxing make a video, which is once in a month, I'll listen to Blood. He's entertaining. I think Gambino, I don't know what happened to his videos. He has some great videos. I don't know what happened to him. I mean, a lot of these guys that used to come up under my search, and then they just disappear. And a lot of people who have boxing websites, they just disappear. I don't know what happened or what went down, but a lot of those guys disappeared. Like, they're not to be found. We don't know where they are. What was that, Boxing Colombo or something? I mean, he has some good videos out. I don't know what happened with him. It's a lot of guys that just went their own way. And that's why they said Dwyer. I saw a lot of Dwyer stuff. It's good. I like it. So it's some of them I can catch. I just can't catch them all. I'm so busy. I'm really busy making videos. Y'all seen me, dude. I got videos in the vault that I haven't even pulled out and played for anybody. They just sitting there. So I might throw them out eventually, you know, but I got like 4 or 5 I got to put up today before I leave out of here. But let me see what really what I want to say about how the boxing community is going. Everybody is critical of everybody else's boxing webpage sites. I'm not really that critical. I could really care less about another person's boxing page to where enough that I want to just tear it down. It's no use in it. It's no sense. I mean, you gotta look at it like I talked to Ellie Setback, and Ellie Setback told me that he said, Kev, this game of boxing is like a free for all. Because when he started doing this, it was so simple. It'd be like one guy and himself in there recording, making videos. Now you got everybody with cameras, even better than Ellie's, all in there recording videos, and they're all putting them on YouTube. And he's okay. He don't hate on them. He give them advice. People ask him for tips all the time, and he gives it to them. But they try to tear him down every single chance they get. Everybody wants to tear Ellie down. And I'm like, why? Why would they want to tear Ellie down? Because of his videos? I'm like, it was like, Ellie asks stupid questions. I'm like, he's the reason why he keeps saying Mayweather and Pacquiao, and the reason y'all complain, why he always talking about Mayweather and Pacquiao, asking these little kids, they don't know nothing about all that stuff. Because of you, the fans. And Ellie told me it's y'all. Y'all dictate what Ellie Setback does. If everybody's talking about Mayweather, Pacquiao, he's going to be forced to talk about Mayweather and Pacquiao. He tried to make videos, other videos about boxing, about other fights and other things, but y'all don't watch him. So if y'all don't watch him, he was like, well, I'm not just going to keep wasting my time doing those. I'm just going to keep doing what y'all want to see. Y'all want to see Mayweather Pacquiao? Okay, Mayweather Pacquiao this. Mayweather Pacquiao that. And he's like, I just kept going. And that's really has been the gist of what was going on. It was Mayweather Pacquiao mania that was coming from him. So, I mean, get a guy some slack. Y'all created it. So y'all going to see a lot of it. And the same thing happened on my page. I was like, man, that's the same thing happened with me. They complain, but then next thing you know, you give them something, they don't watch it. They don't even comment on it. It's like they don't know nothing about boxing. They just hear from Mayweather and Pacquiao. So, I don't know what to say to y'all for that. The questions that y'all have on Boxing Socialist, you got to remember, there are two people at Boxing Socialist. There is a president and CFO, which is Sean Craddock. There's the vice president and CEO, and that's me, Karceno. Both shares at 50%. So, no one's a boss over the other. But let me tell you, half of your questions go to him. The majority of them go to him. On these certain, like, why don't you improve this? Why don't you do that? Tell him. I mean, you've been doing it, and it's been going to them, so sometimes I don't get them. So, continuously do that, because that's what he wants. He likes the questions and about him and the comments. Keep doing it. But it don't. Just because it say Boxing Socialist doesn't mean it comes to me. You have to put it in Karceno's box to actually speak to Karceno. And that's enough for now. I hope you've been enjoying the videos so far. I mean, YouTube is what it is, you know. It ain't great, it ain't bad. But enjoy yourself. I'm out.